Last week we told you about the Lake of the Ozarks Corvette Club. We're learning more about that organization.
That was so cool. Your stuff on that is so cool. His short videos are greatness.
And Robbie and Andrew, Andrew hung out with them more than I did this last weekend. And so I had a couple of errors last week in my coverage. I said that Mike Funk was the vice president. Well, he's actually the 2023 president.
Okay.
David Lance is the president this year, and Brenda Myers is their VP. I wanted to give her a shout out. And then also I said that they had raised $25,000 at last year's event. And they're like, hey, we don't want to be dishonest. We only raised $20,000. And so I said, okay, I'll correct that. So $20,000, which made this year's total even more impressive, $30,000.
Wow.
Raised
bigger and bigger
this year. Over 170 car show participants, 90 volunteers, 10 vendors, and about 250 members of the public came to be part of this. And David Lance, the president, said, I'd say we had about 500 people in all, 116 Corvettes judged in the show, 12 more at the show, just there, not judged. So there was a total of 128 Corvettes.
Wow.
And those things are beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
My father-in-law has a Corvette, and they're just stunning cars, right? But you see that many in one place, and it's overwhelming.
They kind of like works of art. They're little works of art, really. Each car kind of is. They're beautiful. Yeah.
No doubt. So best of show winner, Ronnie and Becky Norcross from Ranger, Texas. Their 2019 white ZR1 Coupe took best in show.
They came from Ranger, Texas?
Ranger, Texas.
Wow.
Right in your old stomping
Wow,
grounds.
I don't even know where Ranger, Texas is.
Maybe it's in Arlington in the stadium.
Maybe so.
The LO profile winner, which again, I mentioned, good for Missy. Her trophy, it's awesome. I'm jealous. I'm like, how can Lake TV get in on this?
We need to get a Corvette.
We don't have a cool trophy. I'm gonna get myself a Corvette one day.
There you go.
I'll get a trophy. But listen, Thomas Messina from Fenton, Missouri, the 1966 black coupe Corvette took the LO profile trophy. Hewlett Chevrolet's winner, Carl Hirsch from Lake Ozark, Missouri, with a 1958 black Corvette. And then they have a Margaritaville choice because that's the venue, of course. And Larry and Valerie Cates from Collinsville, Oklahoma, their 2016 Arctic White Z06 took the prize. 10 states represented at this show.
Wow.
The obvious, Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, Arkansas. But you mentioned Texas, Minnesota, Alabama, also in there with Oklahoma. So great representation. And the most common comment Dave said they get, that all the volunteers are so friendly and helpful, and that it's their favorite car show to come to. And people from the public, when they come, they're just, like me, so blown away at how many beautiful cars are in one place. So listen, every year, this Corvettes in Paradise event, you're able to go and check these things out. You want to mark your calendar for the end of April. We're going to be all over it. We'll tell you about it. You don't want to miss this, because this is, as cool as these car shows are, because you get all the variety, I don't think there's as much value, as much monetary value at these car shows as there is at this Corvette in Paradise. Unbelievable.
Wow, end of April every year, huh?
And the judges, they did want to note that it is so difficult to be a judge this year because they keep upping their game, all the Corvette owners. So big shout out to President Dave Lance and the Lake Ozarks Corvette Club and Vice President Brenda Myers for their work. $30,000 they raised, and they'll be giving back to local charities.
That's so cool.